Hello, everyone. Sorry, thought my music was going, and here you just listen to silence for 20 seconds. Welcome to Bead Table Tuesday, our Halloween party edition. Hello, Anita. Happy Halloween to you. Welcome, everyone. Come on in, pull up a chair, say hello. I'd love to hear from you guys. So, today we're going to be making tassels, and I have two types of tassels and three project variations. So that's what we're going to be playing with. Hi, Robin and Susan and Wendy. Hi, guys. So it's just going to be the bead table today. I am dressed up as a haggard beader. Boss babe extraordinaire and not fit for camera. So we're going to just be looking at what I'm making today and playing with some fun ideas. I got one Halloween, one autumn, and then one that's transitioned from autumn to winter. So I hope you like all three of these variations of tassels. Hi, Darlene and Carlene and Jermaine, Megan, Helene, Evelyn, Mary, Amanda, Lorraine. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So, let me grab one more thing here. Hope you guys had fun this weekend. If you celebrated Halloween, I assume most people do it on the weekend and not on a random Tuesday night, unless you have kids that are going trick or treating. And you guys, this is my front yard right now. I had to take a picture because it's snowing. Snowing! Those poor little kids. Nothing worse than having to go trick or treating in your winter coat. So, I'll be thinking about you, little guys. All right, so let's talk about some. I'm not ready to let go of autumn. I don't care if there's snow out there or not. We still have until December 22nd until it's officially winter, right? And so I'm not letting go. And this is some little finds that I gathered up from my backyard last week. And I really am digging this color combination, you guys. So we have this lemon bright greenish yellow, orange of the marigolds, and those bright pink with, kind of a leathery brown and then gray. And so that's my inspiration that you're seeing right here. And this one, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I know it is too early for snow. Although I do remember having to go through the whole winter coat over your trick-or-treating thing as a kid quite often. So, it's Michigan. All right, guys, let's jump to the business. All right, so what do you guys think of a little sorry tassel witch's broom? Hilarious, right? Am I the only one entertained by this? I think it's hilarious, and I'm going to show you guys how to make it quick and easy. I'm going to start with a branch connector, and this is from Nun Design, and we carry these in copper, gold, and silver in the shop. And so it's curved, and all you have to do is just use your finger and thumb to straighten it out. It's plated over pewter, so it's pretty soft metal. And so there I have my little broomstick straightened. And you guys can see the colorful one here. I'm going to use all gray for the one that I do on the video. And what you want to do is take your sari silk and just pull any loose threads that are along the edges. And this will get rid of, just helps clean up the ribbon. And this one's hand dyed. And you can see there's a lot of variation from the dye. It's almost like a tie-dye process on this one where there's lots of lights and darks, which I think will be fun. Okay, so I have my 3 strands of sari silk. And I'm going to trim them so that they're 3 even strands here. And I did find some sharp scissors. You guys will be happy to know. Okay, I'm just going to trim those off. I'm going to fold them over. I'm going to grab about 8 inches or so of the 20 gauge parawire. And I'm going to take the 3 strands and just fold them over. And I'm going to take my little branch here and I'm going to wrap these not all the way around because I want the I want that little bottom hook to be covered up. And I'm covering about a quarter of it up with the ribbon. And I'm going to start with my 20 gauge wire and just grabbing on to the wire, wrapping it around my little stick here. I might have to do this over. Yeah, I'm going to do that over. I didn't start low enough. So that's a good little thing to keep in mind. You have to start the wrapping low enough. It can't be too close to the top. It has to be kind of in the center of where you're going to have these pieces. Okay. All right, so that's what it looks like on the back and the front. I'll make it just a little bit shorter. Oh yeah, that's the front. Okay. Now I'm going to start in the center. I can feel where my little pendant or my connector's stopping, so that's where I'm starting, is the center from where the pendant stops. And then you want to wrap these around really tight. Okay, so I've gotten the first wraps, and now I'm going to just wrap a few times on top of the first wraps to give it that slightly messy wrap that we know I love. And I want the wires to end at the back of the pendant. Okay, and I'm going to take the top here and wrap one more time. Let's get it on there nice and tight. Maybe this is a Quidditch broom for playing Quidditch. Okay, so I'm going to give this a little trim. You know, you decide how long you want your little broom to be here at the end. That looks good to me. Oh my gosh, why am I so entertained by this? I can't even tell you guys. Cracks me up. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little acorn. So I have a 12mm bead. This is a melon bead. And I'm going to throw that on a ball pin. And then my acorn bead cap that I have in bronze here. And I'm just going to do a quick little wrap loop on the top. I like the nostalgic side of Halloween. I'm not into the spooky stuff, but I do like dressing up and trick-or-treating and have very fond memories of old-fashioned Halloween parties in a barn when I was a kid, where we would do bobbing for apples and you know, just fun old-fashioned stuff. That's what that's what I like about Halloween. Okay, I need to find one more eye pin. I put those away a little too soon. Here we go. We had a Halloween party for my sister this weekend. Her birthday's on the 29th, and so I'll toss it up here. I dressed up as candy corn, and Jess was a fan of candy corn. It was pretty funny, if I do say so myself, which seems to be, I just like to entertain myself. Okay, so I'm going to throw on a little 3x5 millimeter rondelle, an O bead, my raven or blackbird. Terry, any reason for the candies okay by you? Yeah, I hear ya. I'm not going to judge you on that one. I'm going to grab a spacer. Have a little leafy spacer here. And then a 5x8 millimeter flower on the top, or 6x8 millimeter. Yes, Kelly. Time to raid that stash. Okay. Now I'm going to attempt to do a wrapped loop in here. It's not the easiest thing to do inside something that's cupped, but I'm going to do my best. Try to get at least one wrap around. So since it's trick or treats today, I'm showing you guys the tricks of how to make a tassel. And then our treat is any order that you guys place today, any order at all. We're going to throw in a little grab bag of sari silk, of little tiny scraps that you can use for tassel making. We have lots of sari silk that are maybe like 5 to 6 inches or 4 inches, and so I'll put them together in little coordinated bags for you guys for orders placed today. And then of course, if you probably have a little stash of sari silk. Oh, I'm really fighting with this. I guess it would have been better just to do a simple loop. And I may still do that. Yeah, that was a little too ugly there. Woof. Let's try that. Oh yes, you could use any kind of cord, Terry. You could use hemp cord. Definitely. Sari silk, I'm always looking for a fun way to use it because it's so dang pretty. Okay, so let's just do a simple loop on it inside here. I'm going to do a smaller loop though. Okay, there we go. Bird on a wire. So we have our 3 components ready to put on. I'm going to be using, this is a clasp, and I'm going to be separating the clasp for the project. So I'm going to be using just the ring for this side, and I'm going to use the bar on the other necklace. So I'm just grabbing the ring. Hi Chris, you haven't missed much. I just showed how to make the little broom tassel. You'll just have to catch that on the replay. And we're putting together the necklace now. I'm going to grab 3 links of this chain. It's just I think this is from Vintage, a little etched chain. And I'm just going to cut it because I don't feel like trying to open and close it. Okay, so I have 3 links of that chain. And that's what I'm going to use to attach the bird. I want a little bit of space in between the top of the bird, so I want him to be kind of flying around a little by the broom. Hi, Kathy. Oh. All right, I'm going to open this. These are little 6mm jump rings. I'm going to open that nice and wide, stick it on the branch, and then add my little broom. Oops. Gotta make sure there's enough room. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's entertained by the brooms, because I wasn't sure if it was just a crazy idea or not. But, you know, if you can't do a crazy idea on Halloween, when can you do it? Okay. All right, got that in there. And now we're going to add the acorn. Ooh, did I put that on wrong? I did. I put it on backwards. Oof. Okay. Let's correct that. You definitely want your broom. There's definitely a front and a back, so you want the front to be facing out and not the back, you know. The basics. Okay. There we go. I can't believe it's still snowing, you guys. It's crazy. Usually when it snows in October or early November, it doesn't stick to the ground because the ground's too warm. But no, we have coverage, folks. There we go. And I'm going to use the same jump rings for each little component. Ribbons are flying. Okay, and now this chain, pretty sure it's openable. Is that a word? Openable. So I'm going to throw the chain on there. Close it up nice and tight. And now I'm ready to add the bird onto the branch pendant here. It actually is easier to start with the link on the branch and then add your component instead of the other way. Okay, closing this up. Almost done with this little guy. Alright, this is so cute. How adorable. I love it. Okay, now to finish it off, I have 36 inches of 1.5mm wire in this gunmetal silvery color. I'm going to make a loop and stick it through. And I'm going to do just a simple lark's head knot. So I'm going to pull the two ends of my leather through the loop. Pull it tight. And there's my lark's head knot. Hey, happy birthday to your grandson, M. That's exciting. Now time just flies by. And I'm going to throw on a little, what do we want to call that? A roller bead. Sorry, in purple. I need to move this guy down a little further. There's some little bumps on the branch here, so you want to have it in between the two bumps so that it will lay in the center of your pendant. So I'm just moving that guy over just a touch. Okay. Oops. So there he is, the little raven and the broom. Adorable. And if you're new here, I'll show you really quickly how to do an adjustable knot. You're gonna, like, this is the very center of the back, and I have about 6 inches overlapped on each side. I'm gonna make a loop, wrap it around 3 times around all 3 of the cords. So the 2 cords on the loop and then the one on the leather. Push that down and repeat on the other side. This is my favorite way to end leather necklaces, because it's just really nice to have an adjustable necklace so that you can adjust the length to whatever you're wearing. And also, if you're giving leather necklaces as a gift, it's nice because the wearer can adjust it according to their preference too. Okay, so I've wrapped it around 3 times, sticking it through the little loop on the end and pulling it nice and tight. I'm going to trim off the ends here. And so you pull on the single strand to make it shorter, and you pull on the knots. You pull on the knots to make the necklace shorter, and pull on the single strand to make it longer. So that's how you do your adjustable knots on the necklace. So I'm going to set this little guy aside. And if you're not into the broom, let me show you another variation really quickly. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to show you guys, and it's going to go into a little bit of a holiday theme here. Okay. So removing any excess strands on the ribbon. That's step 1. You got to get those extra little threads off so that they're not bothering anyone. So you just go along the edge and pull, and any that are loose are going to pop off. Okay. You don't need a drop of glue for this, Terry. Great question. No, it's actually the wire that's holding the, oh, you mean the knots on the leather? No, the leather's gonna stay. It doesn't come undone. Okay, I'm gonna take this 12 millimeter bark ring. It has a cool bark texture on it. And I'm going to close that up nice and tight. There we go. And I'm going to cut the 8 inches of wire here. And so instead of doing the broom and wrapping around the broom, we're going to slip this through our jump ring. Fold those over, and now we're going to do the wire wrapping underneath the ring. So I'm going to start in the center here, and you want to wrap around nice and tight. And I'm just going to wrap it around until I feel like it looks good. And so I'm going to leave it a little bit cleaner on this rendition. Sorry. I'm going to trim off the wire on the ends and pinch those in nice and flat so that they're not going to scratch a shirt. Nothing worse than getting little pill marks on a shirt from a piece of wire scratching it. Okay, so we have those tucked in nice and tight. And now I'm going to disassemble this side. So cut that off. This was the other one that I had done earlier. And I'm going to remove my little broom here. I think I'm going to need a slightly larger jump ring to add my tassel on. So I'm going to grab this one. If you have little strands that aren't pulling off but they're bothering you, just give them a little trim. Okay, I'm going to use a white bird. I told you I wanted to make this one a little bit holiday-ish. Let me grab a little rondelle for him. We'll pretend that didn't just happen. Beads flying everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to grab another one of those bead caps. And I'm going to throw on the little flower. Going to cut. And making that simple knot here. All right. I'm going to grab this and open it up and slip on my bird. And then this guy will be done. Okay, so there's the more autumn going into the holiday feel for this guy, and I would totally give this tassel a little tiny haircut. Jess, you can come in. And then for this this one, I would grab some brown leather. So I'm going to stick this, that's the back. we want to stick with the front. I know, you can never have too many bird necklaces, right, Anita? So there we go, and I would find a roller bead that would match nicely with this. I think I have some snowy white ones over in my stash, or a green one. And so that is design number 2. So we have our Halloween broom. I just love that. Then we have the, we'll call this guy Early Winter. Which is what's happening outside my window. So Halloween, Early Winter, and now we're going to do Autumn Harvest in a slightly different design. And a different style of tassel. Let me grab all these little... yeah, sure, my round nose pliers are Lindstrom pliers, and they are very ergonomical. They will save your hands. Okay, so I have 3 strands of my sari silk, and I have 2 regular strands of sari silk, and then this little guy here, it's kind of see-through, it's chiffon sari. So playing with some extra little textures for this one. And I'm going to trim those so they're all the same length. Oop, I did a terrible job at that. Okay, there we go. That's closer. All right, I'm going to take my 20 gauge wire. Do I want to do 20 gauge? You know what? I think I'm going to go with my 18 gauge twisted wire for this guy. Sorry, I'm having a brain freeze. How do I do this? Okay, so yeah, just gonna make a nice tight little loop here. That one up, and then twist this around. So I've made a really nice tight little loop to hold in the ribbons, and then did a small wire wrap, or just 2 wraps around the wire. Okay, and now we're going to take a bead cap, and I'm going to slip that on and cover up the top of that tassel. A really pretty finish on there. And I'm going to take my bird and slip him on. I want something in between there. Just going to grab a little O bead. Just feel like it needed just a little something. Hi, Wendy. Oh no, I'm sorry you're having a challenging week. Totally understand. So here's my bird on there, and I'm going to do a wrapped loop at the top. And I'm just going to wrap around, I think 2 times on the top here. Just enough so that it nestles underneath the loop. Nice and tight, and my little bird isn't roaming around. Hey, Mom! Hello! All right. So there's my little bird. And this side I'm going to use, I mean not this side, but the end. I'm going to grab 6 eye pins. Hey Nancy, over on the other side of the state with no snow yet. Glad to hear that for you. Okay. And I'm going to put 6 of these on here real quick. Alright, and I'm going to use my one-step looper to make the loops on this necklace. Well, on these little beaded links. So I'm just sticking that in there, squeezing it, and it gives me a little loop, which I do need to straighten out the loops because the bead's so big it's hard to get it in there exactly. But this will help with the process, help speed it up, and helps give me loops that are even. Yeah, I bet it's snowing at your house, Mom. Probably more than in town. I think we've stopped for a minute. All right, 2 more here. And last one. And these are 8mm faceted melon beads. And I'm just gonna make those loops a little bit bigger so that they're a little tighter. That the wire's tighter on each end of the beads. I know, I love my one-step looper, Kathy. I'm a fan. Oh no, you need the snow to stay away for 10 more days, Wendy? Are you traveling? I'm not ready. I didn't get enough autumn this year. I need a little more time soaking in the color and the leaves and the beauty. Although I do like wintertime too. I like all the seasons. It's all good with me. Okay. I'm going to be using these little 6mm jump rings between each of the links. So I'm going to start by adding one to the first part. Oh, you're moving! Yeah, nobody wants to be moving in the snow, Wendy. I totally understand that. Although I'd rather move in the snow than the rain. But I guess we don't get to order what kind of weather we want when we move, right? Oh, aren't these pretty? And unfortunately, the person who I used to buy all my sari silk from, she's retired from selling sari silk. And so she was the best. She dyed it in such beautiful colors. And I haven't really found a replacement vendor. There's some shops on Etsy that sell sari silk, but nothing that really did quite the job that she did. And so I just have been using up my current stash that I have. Okay. I'll grab some chain here. I have some really nice vintage chain. It's That's my favorite place to get chain from. Is vintage.com. So I have this cool brass chain that has like this little figure 8 design. I've been digging that one lately. I know, and the thing was, this lady, Lachelle, she just had such an amazing talent for colors. Like, she just did the most beautiful color combinations. Ooh. I'm going to repeat on the other side here. Trying to do this a little quicker now. Okay, so I do have a huge stash of sari silk in smaller pieces, you guys. And so they're lengths that are like 4 to 6 inches long. And anyone who places an order at humblebeads.com today, we will throw in a little goodie bag, a grab bag of sari silk tassel pieces for you. So you can whip up some tassels too. No, Terry, I don't have any fiber shops in my area. Well, maybe in like a different town close by, but not one in our town. Our town's much too small. We did have a yarn shop once, but it didn't last. All right, last component here. Throw this on the other side of my chain. And we're ready to call this necklace done. Okay, there she is. Just a really pretty autumn harvest style necklace. Oh, I was going to do the clasp in the front, but I think I'll save that for another day because he really doesn't need it. It's nice and long. So let's pull all these out again. Try to get my little cords out of the way. Fun. And then the little witch's broom, which just cracks me up. I'm going to wear this one today, because why not? Okay. There are my 3 tassel ideas for you guys. So you got the wraparound ones. You can do it around a component like the little twig here, or around a jump ring. And then we have the tassel that's done where you wire wrap it inside and then put a bead cap to cover up your wire wrap. All right, which one are you guys digging the most? I love them all, but yeah, I'm definitely going to wear this one today. Yeah, I've covered three holidays here for you guys. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. All right, so before I go, there's not going to be any video on Friday. I'm doing my retreat this weekend. Yes, Wendy, you need a witch's broom for next year. All right, now let's do a giveaway because it's Halloween, and this is our little Halloween party, and it's going to be fun to give away some free beads for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 giveaways. I'm going to do one that I'm going to pick right now from the first comments, and then I'll give you guys 24 hours and pick the second winner tomorrow from the comments so that you guys can have a fair shake if you're watching on YouTube or if you have a slow internet connection. So we're going to do 2 $30 gift certificates for Halloween, and this is my question for you guys. All right, get your fingers ready. What did I dress up for Halloween? What was my costume this year? First person that I see First comment that's correct will be the winner. Waiting. All right, what was I for Halloween? Oh, Darlene, you are the winner for the first round. That was candy corn. That's right. Thoroughly cracked myself up. So, you guys, everyone else, keep commenting. You have until I'm gonna draw a winner tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the second winner. So keep commenting. You guys can definitely. A witch, Mom, you were here. It was not witchy. A haggard beater, yes. Lilabella, that is true too. I will also accept. I will accept that. Do you guys want to hear something funny? Candy corn was originally called chicken feed, so my brother called me chicken feed all at the party. You guys have fun tonight. Whether it's just sitting inside watching a movie or passing out candy or just doing nothing at all. Just have a good night. We're gonna make some chili and watch a seasonal movie. I don't know which one yet though, but it'll be fun. I'm not opening my door for trick-or-treaters though. Sorry guys, too cold. You guys take care. Let me know if you guys make any of these necklaces. Share them in the Facebook group, in the VIP party group if you make one. And, mix or match. You could put any bird for these designs and any little accent beads. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. All right, guys. Hi, Wanda. Nice to see you here. And happy Halloween, Lorraine. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Share the video if you had fun and if you liked the projects. And don't forget to leave a comment on what I dressed up as for Halloween so that you can enter to win. I will pick another winner tomorrow at 3 o'clock for a $30 gift certificate. Darlene just has your email, so I will have him email you. You won't need to do anything for him. Oh, Lauren, that is a good question. I don't know. I will leave a comment and let you know what color the melons are. I'm gonna have to go look it up. I can't remember what this one's called because it's such an interesting combination. It's like green and bronze with a gold finish. So, Mom, if you knock on my door, I have a crumble cookie to share with you. My mom brought me a box of crumble cookies yesterday. All right, guys, take care. You have a great night, and I will see you next Tuesday for Bead Table Tuesday. And I'm sure by then the November vintage box will be here, and we will do the vintage